Hey guys, welcome back to Insight Tennis Tour Strokes series. My name is Rick Oldroyd. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the return of serve, and specifically what I want to do is, this is a first of a series of videos that I want to do on the return of serve. We're going to talk a little bit about the footwork and different footwork patterns, and then I'm going to give you some tips and some insight into some of the things that the pros do to reduce the variables, to reduce the amount of movement, essentially reduce things to their essence, if you will, that allows them to get on and return these 125, 130, and even 140 mile an hour serves. Clearly, in order to do that, you've got to reduce things to their essence, have no wasted movement or no wasted motion, and because you simply just don't have time for anything when the ball is coming that fast. You've got to be very compact and essentially reduce things to their essence. So we want to talk a little bit about that. Now, one of the first things that I want to discuss here is one of the footwork patterns that you're going to see the pros use. Now, there's a bit of what I believe is a misconception, and it is rather deceiving. So it's understandable why people maybe have a misconception about this, but it's widely believed that when the pros are returning serve, that if they're in a good position here, ready to return, they've got a good, nice, wide base, and their hands resting in front. Typically most of the pros hold their forehand grip with their right hand, and if they're a two-handed player, whatever grip rather they use on their backhand, and that's how they wait to return the serve. Now, there are some variations, but by and large, that's the case with most of the tour players. So you've got your forehand grip and your other hand ready for the two-hand backhand, and it's widely believed that when the ball is hit out wide, that they actually do this hip and shoulder rotation, which clearly they do, and I advocate this, but they actually, a lot of people believe that they step across with their left foot and then hit and then come around with their right foot. And as I said before, it is very, very deceiving. So this adds another step, essentially, that you clearly don't need, and it adds another variable that you don't need as well. So what actually happens here is they actually push off of the right foot and land on the left, but they hit the ball before they land. So they actually push off the right, hit the ball, land on their left, and then the right foot lands again for balance, and they land in balance. So let me kind of demonstrate what I mean by that. So I've got a good, nice, wide base. I'm ready for the return. The ball comes. I can see that it's an out wide serve. I'm going to have my good hip and shoulder rotation, and notice that loads the right side here. What I'm going to actually do is push off my right, push off, hit, and then land on my left, and then land on my right. Now, if you notice what happens here, that puts me in a great position to recover or respond back to the middle of the court, right? So I land in balance, and that also allows me to get out to that wide ball. So you could cover a lot more distance that way than actually stepping across with your left foot. So let me show you one more time. Instead of what a lot of people believe is the hip and shoulder rotation, step with their left, hit, and then come around with the right, what you'll find, and this is also true in the running forehand, we'll get to that at some point, that you're going to push off of the right foot and land on your left foot, right? But you're going to hit the ball before you land. So you're actually pushing off the right, hitting, then land on your left, and then the right comes over for balance. Let's do that one more time so you can see that. Okay, so here I am, I'm ready to return serve, the ball comes, hip and shoulder rotation. Now notice I'm good and loaded on this right side, and all I'm going to do is just push off, hit, and land, and now I'm landing in balance and ready to recover back for the next ball. Okay, now a couple of things that this does for you. First of all, you can cover a little more distance if you just push off the right instead of stepping across with the left. The second thing is if you step across with your left foot, then it's an extra step to get back. And so this is just another step that you don't need. You can't cover as much distance as doing it where you're pushing off with your right foot. So hopefully that's going to be helpful for you. The next time you're out there, think hip and shoulder rotation, load that right leg, load the right side, and push off your right foot, hit the ball, and then land. So you're going to push off, hit, land with your left, and then land with your right. You're going to land in balance, you're going to be ready for the next shot, and you're going to be able to get out to those wide balls much more effectively, and you're going to play better tennis. Hopefully that's going to be helpful for you. If you like this video, please click the link below and subscribe to our channel, Insight Tennis. If you have not visited the website, please do so at insighttennis.com. And as always, leave your comments, any questions. Love to hear your feedback. Thank you for your time. We'll see you out there on the court.